As we talked before, I'm a numbers girl, so my exact closing rate was 76.9%. So, which was amazing. I think we had the 13 brides in June that came directly from WedGen, and we sold 10 of them.
Hi Jennifer, can you tell viewers the name of your bridal shop, where you're located, and a little bit of background? Thanks.
Well, I am Cloud Nine Bridal Boutique. We are located in Peoria, Illinois. I am not the original owner of Cloud Nine. I bought Cloud Nine from the original owner back in 2018, but I did work for her part-time, so I've been in the bridal industry a very long time. But that is how we got started here, and I just took Cloud Nine to the next level. So that's a small background on
Very good, brilliant. So when you took Cloud Nine to the next level, have you been, heavily involved in marketing and promoting the business? And I assume you put a lot of work into growing the business over the last few years, or since you changed ownership.
So we have done a little bit of marketing, but mostly a little bit, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And so most marketing companies just kind of take your money and and say, this is what you're going to get, and kind of leave you alone, don't give you much guidance.
Okay. And I suppose before you started working with WedGen Media, you had that experience with marketing, and how'd you find, your results today since you've been working with us? I think it's, you've gone past your first 30 days. We're going into our second cycle. And what are the biggest results you've noticed so far?
I think the biggest results are, the closing ratio, for one. I think the brides are ready to buy. The quality of bride is there. And I think you've kind of walked along with us. I really like the spreadsheet, so we know what brides are coming in. I really like that you guys call them and you qualify them. I think that's the big difference. You're very interactive with each bride. With your team, you're very interactive with each bride, and I think that is the biggest difference. You don't just leave us to figure it out. So that makes a huge difference.
That's great to hear. Thanks. And how quickly did you start noticing results and appointments, Jennifer?
I believe it was right away. So it really started, I think we started in June, but we had an appointment like May 29th.
Yeah, the market was great. It was very responsive.
I mean, it was like right away.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And it just, with the appointments, like after the first month, what was your sales closing rate? What did that look like?
As we talked before, I'm a numbers girl, so my exact closing rate was 76.9%. So, which was amazing. I think we had the 13 brides in June that came directly from WedGen, and we sold 10 of them.
Amazing. And how would you describe the quality of the brides we helped you to book?
I would say that they were all, for the most part, ready to buy. They came in knowing they wanted to buy. With the promotions, I would also say a little bit of that was part of the closing was on our end. We kind of said, you only get this deal if you buy today. That's part of, so that could work for some of the other people that do WedGen out there. We only let them have like the $300 veil deal if they buy today or whatever. So we use it a little bit to our advantage too, to help make them a quality lead too. But we had a whole mixture of budgets, and it was a whole mixture of people coming in. And I think that's good. You don't just want one or the other kind of person coming in. And so I think it worked out really well. We had, $3,000 budgets and then a $500 budget. So we were able to move some of our stagnant dresses off the rack, which was really good. But then we also were able to have really big sales as well.
So just about the system itself, I think you touched on it already. You really like the fact that we were talking with the brides. Was that the aspect you liked most about it, or was there something else?
Yeah, I think that was the aspect I liked most, because I feel like with you guys talking with the brides, it really pre-qualified them. We do that in-house anyway, but you guys touching on it first, really, it was another touch point with them and really got them pre-qualified. You weren't going to book somebody with us that wasn't serious. I think in the whole time we only had one bride that no-showed, which is really, really good. I think that was probably the best part. I also really like the spreadsheet we had put together, so we could go look back. We know what you guys confirmed. You guys know what we sold. Like, it was just an easy way for all of us to go look and see what is happening.
Yeah, I mean, something as simple as a spreadsheet as well. You know, you can do a lot with that in terms of calculating how many appointments we had in the month, how many showed, you know, and what the cancellations were, and even down to tracking the sale and, you know, the leads, the bride to the actual, you know, sale. So what do you think sets WedGen Media apart from other marketing agencies?
Like I said before, I think just that you don't just take our money and go market. You are very interactive. We're talking the whole month, either you and me or your team, my team. We're talking the whole month. You're talking with the brides. It's a very interactive marketing. I feel like with other marketing groups, we're just, you know, I pay my money and then we leave. It's very, if I have questions, I get an answer right away. And that's not always something you get with other marketing companies.
Well, look, I really appreciate your feedback. It's been really insightful, and thanks, Jennifer. We look forward to booking more appointments.
Me too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.